that fashion is not only the clothes that you're designing. Fashion is आप कहाँ रह रहे हैं, आप क्या खा रहे हैं, आप कौन सा मोबाइल आप यूज़ कर रहे हैं, the car that you're using, the holidays that you decide to go on. I think fashion is become a
think is.
Yeah, fashion clothes is just one part of the thing, you know. Fashion people think jo something that they've seen on the red carpet or they have seen celebrities wearing it or an award function, that is fashion. Or they've seen a celebrity in a gown or they've wearing a particular thing is fashion. No, that is not fashion. Everybody, if you see, wants to live in a place where they feel comfortable, and especially during lockdown, you've seen a lot of DIYs. People are doing up their houses. People are, getting into redoing and upcycling their clothes. It is as basic as the soap you decide to use. Now there are fashion brands who've become so conscious of this, and they are now putting each and every detail on that tag that you see कि कपड़ा कहाँ से बना.
Right, Ritu Kochhar ma'am, thank you so much for being on the podcast. I've been really looking forward to this conversation because we have, I think it's sometime we have been trying to get in touch with you, and because of that, I just want to thank you for your time today.
Thank you so much for having me on the show. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. It's always a pleasure to have a conversation with someone like you. And before we start, if you can just give us a quick introduction about yourself and what do you do?
Okay, as you said, I am Ritu Kochhar. I started International Institute of Fashion Design in 1995. That was immediately after my plus two. I did my plus two in 1994. I wanted to get into the design world, and my father was in the army, so we were in Chandigarh, and this city did not have too many options then. So I wanted to go to Delhi to pursue my fashion designing, but unfortunately there were a lot of restrictions and girls weren't allowed, or at least in my family, my father did not allow me to go to Delhi. So with the help of my brother, we came up with this institute in 95, and the first year only we got an immense response from the industry, from the city and also from nearby cities. So I think first year itself we had about 100 admissions, which was like a very big thing. We started really small. We started from a basement, and today we are one of the largest institutes in the world with 180 centers all across.
Wow. Yeah. So I did not know this 1995 fact because I think being an entrepreneur in the 20th century was a huge deal, and I don't think at least the northern Indian parents would allow for that. So how could you convince your parents for that?
Yes, and I love answering this question because I think nobody knew the meaning of the term entrepreneur then, because if you were good in studies, it was always either you take the UPSC entrance or you become a doctor or you become an engineer. Getting into the fashion field in 1995 was a huge fight that I had to put up. But fortunately for me, and God was by my side, I think my parents then realized that this is what she wants to do, and if she is so passionate about something, let's give her a chance.
I think it is still a taboo for a lot of young people really want to get into the industry, but then there's a social stigma, there's a taboo. I want to understand why.
See, over a period of time, I think the taboo has been erased. Because now it's become like a full-fledged career. You may not know who's the best doctor in the country or the best engineer, but I think even you or your parents or your peer group would know who's the best designer in this country, who's selling, who's not selling. So I think fashion over a period of time has become a part of our life. So that's what I tell my students, I tell everybody that fashion is not only the clothes that you're designing. Fashion is आप कहाँ रह रहे हैं, आप क्या खा रहे हैं, आप कौन सा मोबाइल आप यूज़ कर रहे हैं, the car that you're using, the holidays that you decide to go on. I think fashion is become a lifestyle now. So now people are realizing, and every segment, it could be the upper middle class, it could be the middle class or the lower middle class, every class is fashionable in their own way. There is a fashion brand or a fashion retail brand which is catering to their budgets.
Yes.
So I think fashion has become a part and parcel of our life. Yeah.
You rightly pointed कि so there's a stereotype or there's a misconception that fashion is only limited to what
clothes.
We wear. Yes. And I think if you can elaborate it, because I think a lot of people would get so much insights from what fashion actually is and not what they think is.
Yeah, fashion clothes is just one part of the thing, you
Yes.
know. Fashion people think something that they've seen on the red carpet,
Okay.
or they have seen celebrities wearing it, or an award function, that is fashion. Or they've seen a celebrity in a gown, or they've seen wearing a particular thing is fashion. No, that is not fashion. Everybody, if you see, wants to live in a place where they feel comfortable, and especially during lockdown, you've seen a lot of DIYs. People
Yeah,
are
yeah.
doing up their houses.
Yes.
People are, getting into redoing and upcycling their clothes.
Okay.
It is as basic as the soap you decide to use. Are big time into food photography.
Yes.
So it's accessories, it's where you live, what you eat, what you use. Everything is fashion now. The car you're driving, the television that you're watching, the shows that you're watching is
Okay.
also fashion. Everything. Matlab, it's become a core now.
Does it also have something to do with the, like your cognitive ability, or like what do you think of fashion? Like, does it have some as a mental side to it only? Like, if fashion not only the what we see on the outside, but do you think it has something of what we have on the inside as well?
See, absolutely. It comes from within.
Okay.
You might have 3 people belonging to the same family, but dressing up completely differently.
All the time.
है ना?
Yes.
So it has to come from within. And there are also days when you want to wear black. There are days you want to wear white. Then there are days when you do not feel like dressing up, and you will just open the cupboard and take out that particular pair of shorts and
Okay.
particular t-shirts. So fashion has to do with your internal well-being. The days
True.
you feel good, you want to dress up. The days you do not feel good, you don't want to dress up. So it's a complete package. It depends on your emotions, your sentiments, your external being, your internal being. The more balanced you are, the more balanced form of dressing you have.
Got
Otherwise,
it.
आप एक दिन तैयार हो गए and the second day you're going to take a dip. It is
Yes.
not going to be consistent.
It
So
has to be sustainable.
It has to be. It has
Yeah.
to be a combination of your left brain and your right brain.
Okay. So your left
Completely.
brain is like the artistic one, and the right one.
The
is
right one is
artistic
creative,
one. Okay.
and right one is intuitive. It's creative. It's art. It's emotion. Left is more logical.
Okay.
Left is ये ठीक है, ये नहीं ठीक है.
There has to be balance of both.
Totally. So in fashion you have to have a balance of both the things. That's what all the designers do. मतलब that's why they say that designing world में it's always good to have a team, because a creative man will look towards the creative aspect of the business, and a
Yes.
logical man will take care of the business.
Yes.
It's very rare that you see a combination of
True,
both.
true,
Yeah.
So, does it happen to you, like, there must be days, I'm sure, when you don't really want to, like, dress up, and because you have that kind of brand where you, like, are supposed to dress up, so how do you deal with those days?
See, there are days when you are very natural.
Okay.
You get up in the morning, you just know that you have to just wear that particular
Okay.
dress and pair it up with that shoe, that bag, and that accessories. So it's a flawless and a non pushy day. But then
Just coming natural to you.
it's a natural flow. ठीक है? But then there are days when you have a meeting, you don't want to attend that meeting, you don't want to attend a webinar or a seminar, but you know that you represent a particular industry and people
Yes.
are going to be looking up to
True,
you.
true.
So then you have to make an effort. Yeah.
I think a lot of people don't understand this. So people think, okay, it's just about wearing nice clothes, but they don't understand, the difficult part of it, or they just don't understand what goes inside the industry. How do
It's-
you have to set up? So, is
it's-
there any myth that you want to burst for people?
See, fashion, they think that, like I said, that what they see on red carpets and award events and Bollywood and Hollywood celebrities wearing a particular dress designed by a particular designer is fashion. No, that is just the tip of the iceberg. That imagine उस गारमेंट को वहाँ पहुँचने में see the string जो पीछे से start हुआ. Some designer must have thought about a concept, worked
Yes.
on that concept, got down to brass tacks, उसने उस creation को create करा. Then it goes to the production team. Production
Okay.
team में you have these master Gs and cutters and artisans. Somebody must have embroidered that garment, somebody
Yes.
must have printed that garment, and then it would go through the process of stitching and whatever, the entire production process, and then it comes to the showroom.
Okay.
Or the racks that you see. Just say,
Yes.
you enter a showroom and you see these clothes and you think it's very easy, gaye and हमने कपड़ा उठा लिया, but it's a whole lot of process. Hundreds and hundreds of people have worked for one particular garment. So it's a complete process. It's like it's a livelihood for so many. It's not only
Absolutely.
the designer is the face of the brand. Say for example, if you see Manish Malhotra or you Sabyasachi, they are the face of the brand. The
Yes.
concept is theirs, the creativity is theirs, everything is theirs. But there is a whole lot of team, maybe hundreds and hundreds of people worked together to get that garment from the paper to the showroom. So it's a complete teamwork.
Absolutely, I think this happens with a lot of industry, but I think fashion industry has this bigger stigma or bigger taboo or bigger stereotype. Ki, it's all about wearing clothes.
Yeah.
Like obviously every industry has people on the back doing their jobs.
Yeah.
But I think especially in the fashion industry, वो ज़्यादा थोड़ा ज़्यादा है comparatively.
Because the designers come in the limelight.
Yes.
Now we do not know who's the head of who's any multinational for that brand thing. But fashion is something that holds everybody's interest. It could be a man working in a bank would still be interested in seeing what his favorite actor or his favorite actress is wearing, because we are so influenced by Bollywood.
True.
And that is one of the reasons why our designers, when they have their collections showcase at Lakme Fashion Week, or FDCI has these shows, they want these garments to be worn by celebrities and their favorite Bollywood stars, because they know that a common man will not relate to 20 models walking wearing beautiful clothes, but one Deepika Padukone and one Aishwarya Rai wearing one particular garment will be flooded on social media. And it suddenly the designer will arrive, everybody would know, okay, Deepika Padukone was wearing that particular designer, or Aishwarya Rai was wearing. So that's how we are influenced by these celebrities in Bollywood, and that's how I think every segment of a society knows what fashion is.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I think you rightly pointed out ki the whole process of creating a garment is so huge. Lot of people involved. I think it also represents fashion has a cultural side to it. It binds people together, I think.
Absolutely. Right? You have so many people coming together to make a particular garment. Yes. Say for example, cotton is grown somewhere else.
Yes.
Then it is beaten up somewhere else, converted into yarns and fabric and fiber somewhere else, and then goes for stitching somewhere to some other country, and then sold maybe in Bangladesh or in Sri Lanka. You have made in I Love USA printed on it and selling everywhere. So imagine the story, imagine the kind of people behind the the people involved in making one particular t-shirt. So that's one simple example of a t-shirt. Say for example, the clothes that you are wearing or I'm wearing, God knows where the fabric was grown, where it was beaten into pulp, kisne fabric banaya, kisne cutting kari, kahan. So see the amount of hands that have worked on a particular garment. So it is like a whole community coming together.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Plus I think fashion also plays a huge role in preserving the culture, because बहुत पुराने cultures हैं जो probably हम भूल चुके हैं, and they are still represented by the clothes, as in creating some kinds of garments that go way back, जो लोग पहनते रहे 1500 या 1600s में. So probably we would have forgotten their stories, but वो जो एक representation है एक garment ki, I think that's really beautiful aspect of fashion.
That's what we are taught in fashion. We are taught history of fashion. History of fashion is a very important subject, because they say that history repeats itself and so does fashion. It is like a cycle, and वो दोबारा एक cycle में घूम के फिर वो दोबारा आएगा with of course a little bit of modifications, but it will always come back. And there is so much to learn, especially अगर हम इंडियन कल्चर की बात करें, जो हमारी प्रिंटिंग्स थी, जो हमारा फैब्रिक है, जो हमारी एम्ब्रॉयडरीज है, विच द इंटरनेशनल डिजाइनर्स आर कमिंग एंड पिकिंग इट अप एंड गेटिंग इंस्पायर्ड बाय आर work, and it is going worldwide. Abhi the latest is the kurta that was designed by Gucci, and it was all over that they are selling it for I don't know how many dollars. And no people will buy it for I don't know how many $100, and if an Indian designer does it, people throw a fit ki itna महंगा कैसे बेच रहे हैं. So there are designers who are coming and sourcing from our country because we have such a rich cultural heritage. So I think जब हम हिस्ट्री की बात करें, वी हैव अ वेरी वेरी रिच हिस्ट्री व्हेन इट कम्स टू गारमेंट्स एंड द डिज़ाइंस जो मुगल्स पहनते थे, या जो पुराने से फॉर एग्जांपल जो इजिप्शियन एरा में पहनते थे, फिर इजिप्शियन एरा से जो हमारे रोमन्स ने जो पहने, या मेसोपोटामियन, मतलब देयर आर हंड्रेड्स एंड हंड्रेड्स ऑफ हिस्ट्रीज जो हमें पूरी हिस्ट्री सिविलाइजेशन में बताया जाता है कि दिस पर्टिकुलर ड्रेस वाज मेड लाइक दिस. एंड अभी जब हम देखते हैं सो हमारे डिज़ाइनर्स उस पर्टिकुलर हिस्ट्री के गारमेंट को उठा के उसको मॉडिफाई करके उसको उस डिज़ाइन को इवॉल्व करके दे मेक इट एज पर द न्यू ट्रेंड. इट्स कम्प्लीटली अमेजिंग हाउ दे डू इट. बट आई थिंक जो हमारे रिवाइवल है हिस्ट्री का, दैट इज़ अ कंटिन्यूस प्रोसेस. वुड हैव गॉन टू डिस्प्ले होते हैं द काइंड ऑफ जारदोजीज एंड द दबकाज एंड द एम्ब्रॉयडरीज दैट इज़ देयर, वो सारा रिवाइवल दोबारा हो रहा है. ऑल द डिज़ाइनर्स आर गोइंग बैक टू द हिस्ट्री बुक्स, पिकिंग अप इंस्पिरेशन एंड डूइंग द न्यू जॉब.
Absolutely, I think बहुत ही important role in preserving the culture. I remember, so I was in Jodhpur. There's some fort. I think Mehrangarh Fort.
Mehrangarh Fort.
There's so beautiful, like garments of all the kings and queens.
With those, see, all those anarkali cuts have come back.
True,
they used to wear those kalidar kurtas. So everybody was wearing kalidar kurtas till about last year before lockdown.
Yes.
So वो वापस आएगा to meet the new requirements, of course, with little bit of new modification. Fabrics में difference हो जाएगा, थोड़ा सा cut इधर और silhouette थोड़ा change हो जाएगा, but the basic garment remains the same.
Absolutely, I remember I was in Nepal. तो काठमांडू में ना एक event था, and I think there were like 20-25 countries जो अपने मतलब various forms of culture दिखा रही थी.
Okay.
And one major thing that every country, so they were like I think majorly European countries थी, and then from Asia I think there's Bangladesh, Sri Lanka and India.
Okay.
And then there was from Europe Sweden था, Estonia था, Norway था, like all these Scandinavian countries, and then UK था. So they talked about okay what they are wearing, why are they wearing, what's the history. I think बहुत important element है हमारी हिस्ट्री का. एंड समथिंग इज सेट कि वो घूम घुमा के वहीं वापस आया था. आई बीन सीइंग कि एंड आई ऑलवेज वांटेड टू नो. So right now the industry, especially let's say brands like Zara and H&M, they're like I think there's some word as well कि बहुत ही fast fashion.
Fast
right?
fashion.
So what's the impact on like overall environment? Because I think एक trend आया, ठीक है, 1-2 महीने लोगों ने लिया and then वो सेल में फिर निकल गया and then they get new trends, right? So what's the like overall environmental impact on this?
See, everybody, because these retail brands started giving fashion the latest, the designers would design a collection.
Okay.
So they would pick up little bit of elements from all the designers, put it into production and get it out for what? H&M would sell something for 1,500, 1,600
Yes.
and Zara would sell it for 2,500.
Right.
So the consumer went crazy.
Okay.
The consumer thought ki, I mean, I can't afford that. I can't afford luxury
Yes.
fashion, but this is something that I can
True,
afford.
true.
So everything, say for example, people started buying almost every alternate month because that is how fast they bring the collections.
Yes.
Today you go to a shop on the 7th of June, say for example, and next 7th of July you go, the racks are completely different, the colors are different, the silhouettes are different, the cuts are different. So people became crazy is not the word, actually they became addicted कि इतने कम पैसे में हमें इतना मिल रहा है. And social media pressure.
Absolutely,
Social media pressure, if you have worn a garment and you've put a picture, you cannot repeat.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That pressure, especially the teens and our age also, I will not blame the teens, it became, people went crazy.
Okay.
But I think with the COVID-19 coming in and people got time to sit at home and realize what they have done, and so many people from the fashion industry, from various industries came out and said that this is what we are doing to our planet. See, fashion industry is the second largest industry in the world,
Right.
So then they started realizing, see the carbon footprints of this industry.
Absolutely,
It is
absolutely.
crazy. It is adding to the pollution of the planet. It's polluting the water, the soil, the environment, the atmosphere, everything. I think now people have realized, and I hope they stick to what they have realized and do not get into that rat race again of fast fashion, because fast fashion is like sugar rush. Initially you enjoy it, but it leaves a very bad taste in your mouth, and we've paid a price for it.
Absolutely.
And we're still paying. We're still indoors and waiting for things to become normal. But
True,
yes, the brands also need to become a little more conscious of what they are doing to this planet, because ultimately we will be paying the price. At least our
True.
generation will end up paying
Absolutely.
the price. Yeah.
Absolutely. So I've seen a few companies, opening this new chain of business with sustainable clothing. I think H&M does that as well. A lot of
Yes.
other companies do that. But do you think like they really mean good for the people, or is it like just a business model
No,
for them?
I'm sure they mean good because everybody's realized what
Okay.
they've done in the past. But the only thing is that the word sustainability has been used and abused in so
True,
many
true,
forms,
true.
in so many ways, by so many people that the crux of the word has lost its
True.
meaning.
We have, like, two essence, we have lost
what
it.
is sustainability, especially for us Indians? हमने तो बचपन से sustainability देखा है. People have cashed this word कि भाई we believe in sustainable fashion. You tell me, you are from here and I am from here. एक हमारे घर में से, for example, our mothers used to wear saris. Maybe my mother used to wear a sari. You are young. Maybe your grandmother used to wear a sari.
Okay.
So that one particular sari, जब पहन the mothers would finish wearing it और वो पहन लिया, अब उसकी रज़ाई बन जाती थी. फिर उसमें थोड़ा सा एम्ब्रॉयडरी करके बेड कवर बना दिया, थैले बना दिए, या हमारी ड्रेसेस बन जाती थी. फिर my elder sister's dress would come to me.
Okay.
When I was done wearing it, then my particular dress would go to my younger sister, then some particular cousin. So this is all sustainability. हमारे घर में तो कुछ फेंका ही नहीं जाता था कभी. एक टी शर्ट को अगर किसी छोटे भाई ने पहना, फिर a younger brother, and then a thella is made, and the worst is a pocha would be made out of that t-shirt.
Yes.
So we are sustainable. We have sustainability in our DNA. Sustainable. So I think brands are now realizing, but people now need to become a little more aware that buy quality. Do not get into quantity.
Right.
Buy less, buy better, buy something invest in something which is a little more expensive. Yes, a pure linen dress would be more expensive than a simple nylon or a polyester or a rayon t-shirt. But at least you will be able to pass it down to your generations to come. We still enjoy wearing, pure silk saris, which have come down to us from generations. My nani or her mother-in-law used to wear it. So I think people need to learn that quantity is not the solution. Quality is the solution. Invest in better fabrics, invest in less, and invest in better stuff.
Absolutely. I think we just should go थोड़े साल पीछे, because okay, if I talk about my generation, if I buy something, then अगर वो हो गया, like, if I'm done wearing it, मैं उसको पोछा नहीं बनाता. I just give it away to someone.
Yeah, it was given it away to house help को दे दो.
Yes.
Anything.
I think
Never.
it's just same like someone offering you chai tea latte in a Starbucks.
Yeah, it is something
और
like
कोई
that.
केसर वाला दूध दे रहा है,
But
आपको हल्दी वाला
we
दूध
need
दे
to
रहा है.
realize that West is not always right.
Right. Yes.
Maybe they have picked it up from us and selling it back to us.
Yes.
You know,
But probably they have a better.
designers are doing an amazing job. Domestic designers and national designers are doing an amazing job. This is a dress done by our designer, and she's from Mumbai, and she does some amazing linen sustainable fabric stuff. I think our designers have actually gone to the route of not only designing sustainable stuff, but the packaging also. They are being cautious of the packaging. They are not giving, they are giving things in cloth bags and in biodegradable polythenes and poly bags and cardboards. I think people have become aware, especially in this past 1.5 years, what we faced. Everybody's realized that everything is possible, but the planet is not indispensable.
We cannot go back. We cannot. Earth,
Yes.
be Earth. We don't have anything.
Yeah, and we don't own this planet now. We need to share it with everybody, and we can't just enjoy ourselves and go away. We want our children to enjoy this. We want our grandchildren to enjoy. So we need to do something about it. Our consumer habit.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So one of my friends, she's a tattoo artist.
Okay.
And then she's also a charcoal painter and everything.
Okay.
And now she's working on a platform where she wants to get people from the rural communities who have an artistic side to them, but probably don't have that kind of communication skill or that kind of negotiation skill, or probably don't have that kind of platform or don't have that kind of marketing skills. So that she wants to provide them a platform
Okay.
where she'll help them with the right kind of communication, right kind of marketing, right kind of photography, all the whole
No,
end-to-end solution.
and I'm glad that young people are actually trying to empower these people.
Absolutely.
They might not have communication skills. If I'm buying a particular sari or a salwar kameez or suit, I don't want to see communication. I want to see the art of that particular person. And हमारे जो ये कारीगर्स हैं, they are talented to the core.
Absolutely.
Nobody can beat their talent.
Yeah.
So communication is okay. Communication is not important. आपका काम बोलना चाहिए. Communication is a part of, that is the designer's job. That is his production teams or his sales and marketing team's job. But एक artisan से क्या आप expect करते हो? आप करते हो कि उसका काम एकदम perfect हो. And I think they are excellent in that. Because मैंने तो खुद देखा है. I have so many friends who are actually helping these people who are going down to villages and picking up these clusters. Some are making daris, some are making handbags, and they're taking all these katarans from local boutiques and local design houses and giving to these people to make bags and selling them online. And at least because nobody had worked this past 1 year, people had stopped spending on clothes, people had stopped spending on luxury. People had ये तो इनका day to day living होता था. They were on daily wages things. So now people have come forward to help these people, which is amazing, and I hope it continues like this.
Absolutely. I think a lot of people should know, should we have this kind of awareness कि they should first understand कि उनका कपड़ा जो भी पहन रहे हैं कहाँ से आ रहा है.
Who made my clothes is
Absolutely.
the biggest fashion revolution slogan, which happened, because fashion revolution started when the Rana Plaza tragedy happened in Bangladesh, where this building collapsed and
the H&M, I think I know
no,
about.
I don't know the
brand.
brand.
I know about the building. Yes,
so the Rana Plaza tragedy happened in Bangladesh, where the cracks were visible, but the owners refused to do anything, and the workers, there were more female workers, and in hundreds and hundreds of them died. Some of the bodies were still not found, and some of them are still missing. And that is one incident which shook the entire fashion industry. That what are we doing? I think it happened in 2000. So it happened in Bangladesh. That was a very big production unit which was producing these fast fashion garments for multi retail brands. So after that, a lot of people realized कि हम कर क्या रहे हैं? What are we doing? People are not even paid their wages, like I said earlier. The females are exploited. There is no insurance policy. There is no employment rules that are followed. Unka sanitation, unki wages, nothing. And and they live in such sad situations ki people realize that this is not done. And then Fashion Revolution is a social media portal which says that we need to be conscious of this, that who made my fabric and who made my clothes. It's not that fashion brands who've become so conscious of this, and they are now putting each and every detail on that tag that you see कि कपड़ा कहाँ से बना, किसने बनाया. You can actually they have a QR code. So you punch the QR code and you have the full information of each and every person who has worked on that particular garment. So these are the questions that we need to ask now.
Absolutely. I remember so अभी थोड़े हफ्ते पहले there's something, so Kylie's brand, they also manufacture from Bangladesh.
Okay.
I think, and then they also same thing, exploiting the labor, not giving them enough, and there's no insurance
wages,
policy,
no insurance
nothing.
policies, exploited.
Absolutely. So now because Instagram has started speaking about it, there are other people are having conversations on Clubhouse about these things. So I think people are getting more aware, but I think we still have a long way to go about this.
Yes, we have a long way to go, because see, there are some people who did not even pay their artisans during COVID. They just shut their production units and they just told them to leave. वो कहाँ जाएंगे? Family depends on his situation is really sad. The production units have cut down their number of people that are working from them. I think it will take us a year, but we need to have a heart. This industry, the heart has started pumping, but more and more people need to now become more aware and emotional about this, because बहुत लोगों की livelihood इस industry पर depend करती है.
Absolutely. So you said we need to be more emotional about it. I think people don't see the artist, any kind, be it music artist, be it filmmaking, be it tattoo, be it fashion, they don't see them as essentials.
Essential.
But I think without them we'll be full of boredom. We won't have anything to do. We need artists all the time. You need Netflix, you need Spotify, you
बिल्कुल.
need to wear clothes, you want nice clothes, but then we don't see them as essentials.
Essential without.
Absolutely.
So clothes are essentials, but yes, when it comes to luxury, say for example, a lot of our national designers, say Abu Jani Sandeep Khosla and Rohit Bal, Tarun Tehliani, वो चीख के यही बोलते हैं कि आप हमारे these are homegrown luxuries.
Okay.
होमग्रोन लग्जरी ब्रांड्स है ना हमारे, सब्यसाची, अबू जानी, संदीप खोसला, ये तो पायनियर्स हैं, ऋतु कुमार, तरुण तहलियानी. सो व्हाई शुड वी नॉट इन्वेस्ट इन आवर लग्जरी ब्रांड्स? हम क्यों मल्टीनेशनल ब्रांड्स के पीछे भाग रहे हैं? जस्ट बिकॉज वी आर सो इन्फ्लुएंस्ड बाय द वेस्ट दैट अ गुची बैग और अ लुई विटॉन बैग और अ डियोर बैग, वी विल स्पेंड लैक्स ऑन दैट. बट जब हमारा डिज़ाइनर उस एक पर्टिकुलर रेशम के लहंगे को या सिल्क के लहंगे को उतना महंगा बेचना चाहेगा, हम बोलेंगे नहीं नहीं, दैट डिज़ाइनर इज़ वेरी एक्सपेंसिव, डजंट मेक सेंस. हम अपने लोकल उसका डिज़ाइन कॉपी करके वी विल गो टू चांदनी चौक और वी विल गेट इट कॉपीड. प्लेजरिज्म.
Yes.
So why are we doing? Yeah, it is horrible. एक डिज़ाइनर ने महीने लगा दिए to build up a concept. You know, start from scratch, right from starting with a sketch to realizing a garment and getting that garment to his showroom. उसने महीनों लगा दिए. Hundreds of people have worked on that, and एक मिनट में वो कॉपी होके एक 5 लाख की कॉपी आपको 5,000 में मिल जाती है इंस्टाग्राम में, which is, and there are no rules for these copyright issues. और मैं इंस्टाग्राम में every day I see these designers screaming out of their lungs that please do not do.
I think there has to be better policies.
Yeah, because एक song copy होता है.
There's a policy for
immediately the copyright thing comes. You try and put up a song on Instagram or on your
They won't
Facebook
allow.
and they won't allow. So why is it not there in fashion? It's unfair for people who work so much to develop a concept, to design a concept, and then immediately it is copied and sold for couple of hundreds on
not even
these.
10% of the real
not even
value.
10%. It's actually very sad.
I think a lot of policies are actually derived
We
from the
need to have a
public
very
sector.
strong policy in place
Absolutely.
for plagiarism, but nobody is doing anything about
I
it.
think it is derived from the public sentiment, and then public likes this thing, no, that I'm getting something that's our let's say anything I've seen perfumes copies as well.
Copies,
so you see you get a
Shoes,
let's say-
perfumes, everything is there is a at least for everybody has the right to wear what they want to wear. Earlier it used to be you had to have a proper size. You were either a size 8 or a 10 or a 12 or a 14. Then we used to say that no, if you're tall you should wear this, if you're short you should wear this, if you have big hips you should wear this. But now I think people have overcome that taboo, and everybody wants to experiment. There are so many. So there is no right or wrong. There is no right or wrong color, or there is absolutely there is no right or wrong silhouette now. You want to wear if a healthy person wants to wear a short top and walk out with confidence, I think that's great. Why not? Even if you're dark, you wear any bright color, you have the confidence to carry it, you must try it. There are no rights or wrong in this industry now. At least one should be confident enough.
Yes.
And of course, wear what suits you.
Okay.
Do you try it
So
out?
I was coming to this. Now when Ranveer Singh wears clothes that are not stereotypically for a man, then people make memes out of it, people make jokes out of it. So my question was about this thing only. Do you think there's a right cloth for anyone in the world? What's your take on this?
No, I don't think so. I don't think we should put ourselves in boxes.
Absolutely.
There are no boxes to tick. Like Ranveer Singh has an amazing PR agency because he wears anything, and he purposely wears those things because he's going to be all over the internet for that particular event or day.
Right.
So yes, a lot of people are trying to copy him, which is okay. If you think you can carry it and if you want the attention, might as well go ahead and do it. And also there is unisex clothing now.
Yes.
There is, all the brands are now doing that. I can slip into my son's t-shirt or my husband's kurta and carry it and add a little bit of junk jewelry to it, and I think I'm good to go.
Yes.
So like I said, there are no.
Absolutely. So I really love the the element of gender neutrality that is in the garments.
Yes.
So do if there's any percentage of how many companies are like consciously doing this, putting the element of gender neutrality or making clothes that are not for making clothes that are for people who are like neurodiverse or who are differently able. Like just want to understand, do companies think about that consciously?
Not so much for any retail brand which is here, but internationally, yes, a lot of thought process goes into it.
Okay.
Yes, and they are doing that's what we call conscious fashion. They are actually making clothes which help a particular segment
Okay.
to it's as per their special needs and their requirements. But I think all these sports brands like Adidas, Nike, and retail brands like Abercrombie, H&M, Zara's, and Gap and Old Navy's, they are doing these amazing things which I can go into a men's section and pick up any t-shirt I like and I can just step. Uniqlo is doing amazing job. I think now the stereotypes are being broken, and you can experiment with anything you want, which is as of now the trend. God knows what we have in future, but abhi to I think everybody should enjoy whatever is available.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I hope we move closer to being more sustainable, being more inclusive. Another last question that I want to ask: so, what would like an individual like me, if I want to be more sustainable in my clothing, or if I want to be not be influenced by all the social media marketeers, all the influencers, what do I do? Like, what are the steps that a person can take any day to be more sustainable, be more not giving into the rat race? So what should a person
See,
do?
first of all, you need to start from your wardrobe, your closet.
Okay.
You need to have clothes that you feel are going to that they have a long life. Then how will you come to know that a garment has long life? If you've picked up quality.
Okay.
You should have some basic classic pieces, say for example a pair of denims that you're wearing. You can invest in some good quality shirts that you can mix and match. A black pair of trousers, a beige and a navy blue pair of trousers, 3 trousers, 1 denim can sail you through so many combinations.
And a pair of sneakers.
A pair of sneakers, a pair of black formals,
Yes.
a pair of chappals and a pair of tan formals. So अगर आपके पास ये 4-5 चीजें, you can mix and match and go crazy and create amazing wardrobe. You do not have to have 50 shirts in your closet. You can have 5 shirts, 4 trousers, and you can mix and match and create an amazing thing like the jacket that you're wearing. This can be paired with formal trousers. This can be paired with a kurta. You can wear a kurta pajama and pair it with this denims, formal shirt, put a pocket scarf here, and then there is so much that you can do. Just invest in quality.
Oh, I feel good about
Yes.
myself now.
Yeah, you should invest in quality because सस्ती t-shirt ली 2 बार machine में धुली खत्म.
True.
You will not. The neck will go or the sleeves will hang. So you will have no choice. You can't wear that to your workplace. But you've invested in a good quality fabric, good quality brand. That garment will last you for some time. Yeah.
Absolutely. So, because this is also the Pride month that's going on, just want to understand that are brands sensitive about creating the garments for that may not be stereotypically for men or women, but also there's a gray area between all the people from the LGBTQ community. Just want to understand are they really inclusive, or because there's a stereotype for people let's say for gays there's a stereotype of pink. Right, so a lot of brands they used to do in the Pride month, they used to launch a collection of pink things. Do you think this furthers the stereotype, or do you think people embrace
No, that is their marketing strategy. Now they want the brand to sell. Every 3 months we have a new collection that comes in. Pehle we used to have a summer collection and a winter collection. Now there is pre-autumn, then there is a fall collection, there is a spring collection, there is a summer collection. So they did to sell that so that people buy. And if somebody is wearing and tagging them and putting it on social media, it is indirect marketing for them.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, and also there is another amazing job at it. Yeah. So and Zara also. Zara though has become like a case study.
I remember I was getting a space suit from H&M. Like it was out of stock, but then there's a availability of a space suit, like a NASA space suit. There's an availability of a Red Devil
anything.
They have amazing
and
wardrobe.
the range is amazing. They are doing these
True.
simple t-shirts which will just cost you a couple of hundreds, and then
Yes.
they are collaborating with such big designers and coming out with exclusive collections, which is expensive. So
I
see the range, see how they are catering to each and every segment of the society,
Absolutely.
and you will buy what your pocket allows.
Absolutely.
You know,
So
so I
Zara-
think it's amazing. There's so much to learn, but yes,
Absolutely.
they need to now understand the carbon footprints.
True.
It cannot cost the planet.
Absolutely.
They say evolution is better than revolution.
True.
We have to
Evolution,
evolve.
yeah,
We
absolutely.
have to evolve.
So my last question to you would be, just want to understand how your institute INIFD has been doing things differently, because I'm sure you have been doing, because you are like so aware about conscious fashion, sustainability, inclusivity.
Yeah.
So just want to understand, for people who are fashion enthusiasts, who people who should really get into INFD and probably like understand more aspects or get more aware. So just want to understand what are things that you do differently, and how are you contributing towards making the fashion more conscious and more sustainable and more inclusive in India.
Yeah. See, when a student joins us, and for us, I'll just give you a background. We have centers in very, very small towns. We give a fashion education at the grassroots level.
Okay. Wow.
Okay, we have a center, say for example, in Moga, Ludhiana,
Wow.
Ambala, Patiala. Now, everybody aspires to be a designer.
True.
And when a child or a student comes to us, he has this fixed idea that fashion is what I see on the ramp,
Yes.
or what I see on celluloid screens.
Okay.
So we start from the scratch. We tell them this is not fashion. उनके सारे myths को पहले break करना, उनके stereotypes को पहले break करना, then providing them with the basic education that designer बनने के लिए first you need to understand fabrics.
Okay.
You need to understand history of fashion. You need to understand design concepts, process design, elements of design. So these are a whole lot of subjects that we teach them. And then when a person, we
Yes.
all have individual particular fingerprints. So you will only sell, why will a person come and buy your stuff if you're selling the same thing?
True.
If you have your own unique design in place, and you are selling something different which comes from your DNA, so only then you will have the buyer coming back to you again and again.
True.
Brand loyalty will only happen because of
Yes.
that. Today if I see a Sabyasachi design, I immediately know it's Sabyasachi.
True,
Because
true.
he follows his designs. कहीं ना कुछ element उसकी similarity चलती है, that comes from his DNA. A Tarun Tehliani, immediately you can spot it's a Tarun Tehliani or Rahul Mishra. So you have to then tell your students, or we tell our students कि for inspiration, इंस्पायर करने के लिए अच्छी बात है, आप किसी से इंस्पिरेशन ले रहे हो अच्छी बात है, बट वो यू कांट क्रॉस द लाइन ऑफ कॉपिंग saying that I am inspired by this.
Yes.
And also then you start educating them about sustainable fabrics. You
Okay.
start educating them about natural fibers and fabrics. You can go to Delhi and pick up a fabric for 150 rupees, nylon उठा लिया, synthetic उठा लिया, जो similar है, but then it will only hinder their process. आगे की evolvement उनकी नहीं होगी.
Okay.
तो you have to make them aware कि बेटा ये वाला फैब्रिक है, ये डिज़ाइंस हैं, ये कलेक्शन ऐसे बनानी है, इस डिज़ाइन प्रोसेस के थ्रू आपको देना है. और यू ऑल्सो अ डिज़ाइनर इज़ अ कंप्लीट पैकेज. A designer, a small scale designer or a local designer has to manage his PR, his social media,
Yes.
his clients, his sale, marketing. वो एक complete उसको पैकेज बनाना पड़ता है.
And
that's
delivery,
what-
of course.
कंप्लीटली
Deliver करना.
कस्टमर सेटिस्फैक्शन भी उसको देना है.
Yes.
उसको अपना HR भी मैनेज करना है, उसको अपने मास्टर भी खुश रखने हैं, उसको अपने कटर भी खुश रखना है, एम्ब्रॉयडर भी खुश रखना है. सो एक डिज़ाइनर के लिए सिर्फ डिज़ाइन करके छोड़ देना नहीं है. व्हेन यू बिकम अ बिग डिज़ाइनर, देन यू हैव पीपल डूइंग ऑल दिस फॉर यू. सो यू हैव टू मेक अ transform a student into a complete
Package,
package. Yeah. So that's a whole lot of work, but that's what we try. We try and work on our students like that.
Absolutely. Well, I hope you are successful in doing that, ma'am.
Yeah, thank
and
you.
thank you so much for your time. I
Thank
enjoyed
you.
the conversation.
Thank you so
and
much.
thank you so much for being adding so much value to the show.
Thank you so much. God bless.